Greetings, Unc Uchasaneb. This is your brother, Capra, hollering at you again with another brief description of the ancient Commission Neteru. This brief description will be of Ast, also known as Auset, and also known as Isis. Ast, or Aset, is another very popular figure of ancient Kemet that you know as Egypt. Aset is the wife of Auset. It is said that when Auset went out hunting and teaching the people of the knowledge of civilization, Aset would rule in his stead. Her name means seat or throne, and you can also find a throne within the name of Auset. The hieroglyphic that make Auset is formulated with not only the throne but also an egg. There is also the loaf of bread shaped like the primordial mound. The throne is what gives the king power and authority, which is not possible without the permission of a queen mother. It is she who passes the authority to the king. The egg is obviously that which contains life, for Aset is said to be the mother of the living, and the loaf, which is shaped like the breast of a female, indicates the quality of nourishment. Therefore, Aset is the mother of the living who gives nourishment to her children. Aset represents the laws of nature themselves, the laws that keeps it mystified to the one who makes the least effort to being in harmony with her. It is Auset who says, I am yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and no mortal man will see past my veil. The veil of Auset is the secretive aspect of existence in which only the worthy may be able to look through and understand the meaning and nature of life and reality. Auset has been identified with the Virgin Mary in the Christian religion. This is even more evident in the Roman Catholic denomination, where there is the worship of the Black Madonna, aka the Black Virgin Mary, and remnants of the temples of her cult are still found throughout Europe, having been transformed into churches. For instance, in France we have the word Paris, meaning the place of Auset. Paris comes from the word per Isis, because there was a time when her religion was practiced there, and due to the rise of the church, many of her temples were shut down and destroyed, while on some occasions, churches were built on top of the land where her temples once stood. Like mentioned earlier, the temples themselves would at times be converted into churches. Like her husband Auset, Aset also has a connection to the star Sirius in particular. Sirius is in Canis Major. There's a connection to the star system of Orion and Sirius, who also has an association with that region. Sirius is known to be a binary star system, meaning it is a solar system with two stars. The system, unlike ours with a single sun or star, consists of Sirius A and B. And there's also a recent theory that suggests that there is a Sirius C. They call Sirius B the dog star. Auset also deals with the memory, for it is she who has to bring back the parts of Auset. She, along with the jackal-headed Anpu, in whom you may know as Anubis, gathered the pieces of her husband, who was murdered by Set. She found all the parts except the phallus. In other words, she helps to remember Auset. During the Ptolemaic period, Auset begins to become more identified with the moon or lunar aspect. Therefore, she is connected to the faculty of intuition and the memory. The throne upon her head is depicted as blue, represented as the water element, and she is said to be found in different forms in West Africa's pantheons. She has been identified, not exactly the same as, but identified with Yemoja of the Yoruba people. She has also been identified with another West African deity called Mamiwata. Without Auset, life itself cannot thrive because of the lack of nourishment that sustains life otherwise. This includes the womb to gestate within. Aset represents that deep ocean, because this is the womb from which life is birthed from. Life started in the ocean and eventually came to walk upon the land. It is she who gives birth to the king Haru, who grows up to bring order to the land and avenge the wrongs done to his mother and father. And by the way, Aset was the patroness of those who traveled water. Now, she is the Virgin Mary. It is Mary who is now the patroness of those who cross the water, hence marine and maritime. That was a brief description about Auset. We will be coming at you with more information. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment and like my channel, subscribe. Hope to talk to you soon. Atap Uncle Jasanab.